A local politician says the state owes schools money because they keep deferring payments worth billions of dollars.
And the Latino vote will have a big impact during the presidential election, so who will they favor? We'll look into it.
Plus, if you're a Bank of America customer who is falling behind on mortgage payments, then listen up. You can get some free help today. Good morning. It's Wednesday, May 23rd. I'm Anthony Alvarez.
And I'm Gloria Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday. It is hump day. You might already be ready for a Memorial Day weekend. So let's take a look at your weather right now so you can plan for the week. It is going to be another nice sunny day. And it looks like the temperatures today are going to be warm again, but we might see a cool down, so that's good.
A sunshiny day, 101 in La Quinta, a 101 in Palm Desert, a cool 100 in Palm Springs, so definitely a cool down. Of course, we want to know if those temperatures will continue to dip as we head into the weekend. Of course, we'll check in with Mike Chilinas a little bit later, who has your full lifestyle weather forecast.
Breaking news to report a major traffic accident in Coachella early this morning. The collision between the big rig and the passenger vehicle was so bad that rescuers had to perform a cut and rescue operation. It happened on the eastbound Interstate 10 near the TA truck stop in Coachella. One person was being transported by air to the hospital with major injuries, and 3 others suffered minor injuries.
Well, several people are now homeless after a fire rips through their home. CAL FIRE says it started last night just before 10 o'clock on the 4000 block of Marrakesh Drive in Palm Desert. A palm tree was also on fire. No word yet on what started the blaze. No injuries reported.
A fire at an Indio business set thick black smoke throughout the East Valley yesterday. The fire was reported around 6 yesterday evening at Majestic Shutters on Avenue 45. Look at that picture. It erupted in a building that houses 4 other businesses and knocked over nearby power lines. 56 firefighters on 13 engines responded to the scene. Indio police shut down Van Buren to the public in both directions. No injuries were reported.
Well, the power is back on this morning for SoCal Edison customers in Palm Springs, but not for all. Near 8 p.m. last night, a power outage in the Gateway area was reported. Nearly 2,000 customers had no electricity. No word on when power will be restored to all Southern California Edison customers. Equipment failure was the cause.
A woman was found dead inside a car in Desert Hot Springs, and now police want to know if anyone saw her earlier in the day. 65-year-old Valerie Joyce Joseph of Palm Springs was found dead in the passenger seat of a car just before 6 o'clock Monday night. The vehicle was parked in the lot of the Arco AM/PM gas station on Palm Drive. Desert Hot Springs police do consider her death suspicious. You should call police if you have any information on this.
KMIR6 News has learned the young woman who was found dead along Geenanche Trail in Palm Springs Monday was just 16 years old. The teen's body was found just before 2 Monday morning along North Geenanche Trail and Via Escuela. Police shut down the road for 10 hours following the discovery. The girl's identity has not been released. She showed signs that she was hit by a car. Now, police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the teen's death.
We now know the name of the man who was shot Monday by a CHP officer along Interstate 10. 32-year-old Robert Sherrar of Orange died about an hour after he was taken to Desert Regional Medical Center. Just before 5 Monday morning, investigators say that Sherrar crashed his pickup truck into the center median along the westbound I-10 at Jefferson Street. Officers arrived and found Sherrar underneath the overpass. It's still not known what led the CHP officer to shoot Sherrar. The officer has been placed on paid administrative leave.
A local lawmaker is proposing a measure he says will make education funding a priority. It would stop the legislature from deferring payments to California schools. Assemblymember Brian Estandi says the state owes schools $10 billion because they keep deferring payments. He's proposed a constitutional amendment that would change that. Proposition 98 guarantees funding for schools. For years now, he says the State Department has been deferring payments.
The game is up. We can no longer do this. It is hurting schools to the point of driving them into bankruptcy.
The measure would add a section to the California Constitution regarding public finance and education.
If you drive on Interstate 10, listen up. You can expect delays on Interstate 10 once again this week due to a paving project. Through tomorrow, parts of the I-10 between Banning and Palm Springs will be closed for pavement work. Alternating lanes along the eastbound I-10 between Pennsylvania Avenue and Banning and Highway 111 in Palm Springs will be closed from 7 at night until 4 in the morning. Alternating lanes of the westbound I-10 will be closed also from Pennsylvania Avenue to Highway 111 from 8 at night until 5 in the morning through Thursday. Caltrans says that delays are expected, so you should plan accordingly so you're not late or stuck in traffic.
You know, there's a lot of big rigs that travel at night, so a long line of these big rigs.
That's around the area, too, around the
congestion
Banning area, so you do not want to be stuck in that. Well, today, county officials will meet for Duroville.
You know what? Let's do weather first.
So first, then we're
Can we
going
do
to
weather?
go to weather. Sure.
It's been hot, but now we're getting some news that it might be cool.
Okay,
So
let's go
check
to
in
Mike
with Mike
Chalina.
Chalina.
He
See what he
has the
says.
story right now.
Well, we start off a little bit cooler on this Wednesday morning as we've seen a weak front move through. This will provide some wind for us today. And temperatures that start off in the middle to upper range of the 70s, we'll call it 77 to be precise, early this morning. Up to 84 on the day planning forecast by 9, 92 by lunchtime, and then just 100 for the afternoon. That was 107 yesterday. By day's end, winds pumping pretty good out of the north and west at 17 to 34 miles an hour. Coming up, more wind and dramatically cooler temperatures. Yes, believe it or not, all that ahead in weather.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much, Mike. Well, today county officials will meet before a Riverside District judge for a status hearing regarding housing for the residents of the Duroville Mobile Home Park in Thermal. Meanwhile, residents are facing another setback. The state is stripping the funding for the new mobile home park where they were supposed to move. KMIR6's Jessica Flores has that story.
Old trailers, a poor sewage system, unreliable electricity. Merahildo Ortiz Pascual was hoping to leave it all behind.
The majority of the people have said that they want to leave, just to hear on the news that now the help that was promised is no longer available.
A federal judge ordered changes at Duroville Mobile Home Park 3 years ago, and the county stepped in to help, building low-income housing for farm workers here 1 mile away. But now funding to finish the project is in limbo.
It caught us off guard.
This is the mobile home park where Duroville residents were supposed to move, a far cry from where they currently live, but there's only 42 units here. There's supposed to be 181.
We thought we were in the process of having the new homes delivered, which was occurring, and that by late summer, all the new units would be substantially installed, and we'd start moving people out.
California dissolved redevelopment agencies where $7 million would have come from to complete this project.
I think there's a potential that this gets mothballed and lost because no one can operate this park in a fiscally prudent way and not go bankrupt.
Riverside County has spent more than $20 million on the project already.
This is Duroville, here we are, and I just want to ask the governor if there's anything he can do for us because he's the only one who has the power.
Now county leaders are pleading with the state to free up funds or risk more problems at Duroville while empty homes sit nearby. Jessica Flores, KMIR6 News.
All right, thank you, Jessica. Well, in presidential politics this morning, new evidence that it's a really tight race. NBC's, we have more on that in this story.
President Obama's got a 4-point lead among registered voters in the new NBC Wall Street Journal poll. He slipped a bit since last month, but holds a big lead among women, youth, and Hispanic voters.
People like him personally, but pessimism about the economy as well as the nation's direction are weighing down on the president.
He's tied with Mitt Romney on the economy. Romney's winning men, whites, suburbanites, and people watching this race closely. Today, he speaks at a Latino summit in Washington. Insiders say Romney needs to win 40% of the Hispanic vote, and he's way behind. Hispanics are focused on the economy.
More than anything, it's jobs, and it's going to be making sure that they can keep their homes and educating their kids.
President Obama delivers the commencement address today at the Air Force Academy in Swing State, Colorado, while his running mate tries to tear down Romney's #1 asset, his business experience.
That no more qualifies you to be president than being a plumber.
Analysts think portraying Romney as a rich guy who only cares about profits may hurt him among independents. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Heating up out there on the campaign trail.
Well, the good news is, people can decide who they want.
That's right. That's a good thing about being an American. Well, it is now 39 minutes after the hour.
Here's what's making news headlines around the nation this morning. Deliberations will continue in the John Edwards trial. Jurors are entering their 4th day of deliberations today. The former presidential candidate faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted on 6 campaign finance corruption charges. Prosecutors say Edwards accepted money from 2 wealthy donors to cover up an affair with his one-time pregnant mistress, Real Hunter. Edwards didn't take the stand in his own defense, and neither did Hunter.
Secret Service Director Mark Sullivan will deliver a statement to the Senate Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee today. NBC News obtained Sullivan's prepared statement. He is expected to present a strong defense of the Secret Service and argue that the misconduct of 12 Secret Service personnel in Colombia does not represent the organization as a whole. Sullivan will report the investigation found that 200 Secret Service personnel were in Cartagena when the misconduct occurred. Ultimately, 9 were found to have been involved in serious misconduct, and 3 individuals were ultimately cleared of the most serious allegations. 7 ultimately resigned and 1 retired from the agency.
Well, if you're a Bank of America customer who is falling behind on your mortgage payments, then listen up, you can get some free help. Today, Bank of America is hosting a free 2-day homeowner assistance event. It got underway yesterday in Palm Desert. You'll be able to meet with specialists to discuss any loan assistance options that are available. You must have your mortgage with Bank of America in order to attend.
We've invited customers that are 60 days or more behind on their mortgage, customers that are currently in the loan modification process, and our goal is to review their financial picture and see what the best solution is for them.
You can meet with B of A representatives today from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening at Embassy Suites Palm Desert. Pre-registration is encouraged. You can find out more information by visiting our website at KMIR6.com. 12 hours of assistance.
That is great.
That's quite an effort.
That is wonderful. So if you're having some problems with mortgage, that's a great place to go learn more about it and how you can get out of that situation.
Well, every Monday and Wednesday this month, we're giving you a chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree to the shops on El Paseo.
Ooh, that is very,
Big
very
money.
cool. And you still have one more chance to win. All you need to do, just go to our Facebook page. There's a link on our website, KMIR6.com. Just click on the like button, then click on the contest icon. And remember, today is your last day to enter, so you better enter right now. You only have one day, so good luck. Who doesn't want that $1,000?
Where they say, come on, 1,000.
Yay, that would be awesome. Go shopping. Well, it is now 42 minutes after the hour. We have much more for you coming up after the break.
Like a 3-year-old on a scooter finds himself in the middle of rush hour traffic. We have the shocking video next. But first, we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast. You're watching KMIR 6.